So guys, I am about to go get my eyebrows microbladed again. I've gotten them done before, but I didn't go get a touch-up. I didn't really take care of them, so they ended up like disappearing. These are my eyebrows right now. They're all jacked up. I'm gonna get them shaped up. She's gonna wax them and everything because they have like no shape right now. And then she's gonna microblade them and they're gonna look bomb. Here we are. Salon Republic. Right here, sweet number 55. There she is.
What are you doing? Look at you. Hi. So cute.
So we're here with Vanessa from VC Face Beauty. She's gonna be microblading and touching up these eyebrows because they look horrible. Are you ready?
Just a little bit. Yes, I'm ready, girl. Come with me.
All right, let's go. She's gonna clean these ugly looking eyebrows up.
We're gonna clean these brows up, girl. Give them
so
some
bad.
love.
Why she lying? Look at them things. Look at them things. All right, so my brows are nice and shaped. Look at that bald spot. That's gonna be filled in soon.
We're gonna highlight you first.
Okay, highlight it. Just to make sure this is the shape that I want. Really natural, guys. We're not doing any crazy Instagram brows over here.
No not
shade.
with the microblade.
Shade, but no shade.
Right, a little sideways shade. Just a little bit. We just like good natural brows. We want almost the microblade to be unclockable.
So this is the shape I'm gonna go for. Nice and natural. Those bald spots right there are gonna go bye-bye.
So not before 24 hours.
What does the scratching do?
This right here, I'm scratching your skin to open it up for the numbing cream.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the numbing cream on and it just penetrates deeper into the skin compared to when you just put the numbing cream topically.
Oh, okay.
People will still feel it. And I want you to like me at the end of this process.
I'm not trying to...
I still want us to have a bond.
Yes.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have a really high pain tolerance.
You're good. So I'm just gonna let this sit here
Okay.
for about 20 minutes. And then we're gonna get started.
Okay. We're gonna wait 20 minutos so I don't feel any pain. How long does it typically take to do microblading, like a session?
It depends on the person's skin, and usually you're not supposed to really bleed too much when you do get a microblade done, but what happens is that if you drink coffee or alcohol, it tends to thin your blood out a little bit, so it may cause a little bleeding even if it's just on the first layer of the skin how you're supposed to do it.
Oh, okay.
That just tends to happen.
So how long is the recovery time?
A week, just to be on the safe side, a week. Some people heal within about 4 to 5 days, but I always tell people just give it a week.
What should you do as far as like the next day, like if you get them and the next day you want to wash your face?
I usually tell people like they can clean their face normal, just don't scrub around the brows. Maybe around this little section right here, you might want to use like a nice cool cloth on your face and just use that and just clean around it.
Okay. So what does it look like immediately after the procedure?
Immediately after the procedure, it depends on the person. Some people love it because it's really rich and it has a lot of color. The pigment is strong. That's the amazing part of it. But if you're someone, let's say, who has light brows, and then you see your brows afterwards, you might feel like it's a little too strong, especially if you're someone that doesn't wear any makeup. You're just gonna be like, whoa, this is too much. And then those are the people that love the fade out. They love that. But the person that wants to look like they're filled in all the time, they hate the fade out and they can't wait to come back in to touch it up. And that's usually how
That's how I was. The fade out, I was like, no, where'd you go?
you're like, it just got real right now.
Speaking of fading, how long does it take for microblading to fade? Like how long does it last?
It depends on the skin. If it's anywhere from 6 months to 1.5 years. The oilier the skin, the faster it fades. And that's why usually we have like a touch-up program. So like within 6 months you could do a touch-up, a year you could do a touch-up, or 1.5 years. Okay. I'm gonna get started because I don't want your numbing cream to wear off,
don't
but
worry.
you can ask away while I'm doing this.
So here's a very important question. If you are pregnant, can you get microblading?
No, I don't like to do microblade on a pregnant woman.
Okay.
And I also don't do people who are breastfeeding.
Oh, okay. Are there any side effects that you've experienced or witnessed after the procedure from anyone?
Thank God, knock on wood. Personally,
Not yet? Good.
I have not experienced a bad experience yet in that way, but I would say maybe someone who keloids, you should be a little more careful.
Oh, wow.
That's mainly the one I'm most concerned about is scar tissue, people who tend to have that issue.
Okay. What is the price range for this procedure?
The price range with us here at VC Face Beauty, it's $750 to $1,200.
Okay.
Everybody varies. It just depends where you go.
Okay. Now here is, I think, one of the biggest questions ever that everybody's thinking of. What if you don't like it?
Girl. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I've heard that there's ways to correct it. Some people get the flesh tone done over it.
Oh, okay.
But I personally don't know how that would look, especially with a dark color underneath.
That's because you're so good, nobody has disliked your work, so you don't know.
I'm sure maybe a couple of people when I first started might differ a little. But I mean, personally, honestly, I didn't really want to offer this service until I knew it was to the standard that I like. So I would hope that every person, and thank God, every person that I've had leave here leaves very happy.
That's good.
But let's say if it's somebody new and I'm just getting to meet them for the first time.
And you don't really know their brow shape.
I don't know their brow shape. I don't know their wants, dislikes, or expectations. Those are the clients that take the longest for me because it's all about the communication.
Yeah, making sure it's what they want.
Yes, because sometimes somebody can tell you like, yeah, that's what I want, and then they see it and then they might be like, oh, well, it looks a little different. And so that's why to me, the conversation is the most important part of the consultation. If your hair color is black and your brows are naturally black, and let's say you go blonde, you can't have blonde brows. You know, we can't microblade it because your skin's not gonna even pick up that pigment. See, so we're just microblading it in. I'm pushing in the ink in.
Okay, so let's talk about brow trends and shapes, because I know the first time I came to you, you told me straight off the bat, listen girl, I'm gonna do your brows how they're naturally shaped. Like, I'm not gonna do anything crazy because, you know, the brow trends change. So what would you say to someone, or what would you suggest if someone came in and they wanted like super, super insanely thick brows, and then let's say 2 years from now, the brow trend changes and it's completely different?
I'll be honest, I've turned away people because of that. I don't like to microblade brow trends because I want you to still love the work a couple years from now, even though microblades do fade. But I know right now, like the thick feathery brow is in. But if I go outside of your natural brow shape and you're doing these super thick brows that might possibly not even fit your face later on, I don't want you to not like me later and be like, oh, I regret doing that brow shape with her. I wish I would have never done this. That's the biggest concern for me, is that I don't want my clients to ever feel that. Like, I want you to like your brows 5 years from now. I want you to like your brows 10 years from now. And you want to be like, thank God she talked me out of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, can you do a brow that's maybe a little fuller than your natural brow, or if you over tweezed them early on and we go a little fuller? Yes, as long as it's proportional to your face, that will never go out of style.
Okay.
Then when you come back, what we're gonna do is just fill in any little spots in between. Okay. You don't want to do that on the first session, because sometimes what happens is that one slice can go into the next. So that's why I like these to heal, and then I go in between. Okay. So then what I'm gonna do right now is put a little bit of the aquaphor. Okay. I think Dr. Perricone has this cream that they use for tattoo healing also. And I went to Planet Beauty the other day and they said that they really like that more than the Aquaphor for tattoos.
Okay.
Natural strokes.
This is how it should be, guys.
Natural. And this is something you won't regret.
These are them, guys. Look how bomb they look. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So guys, these are what my eyebrows look like now. They're basically fully healed. Look how full they are. I mean, I already have full eyebrows. I know I didn't need it, but I used to have a bald spot here. It's basically gone. It just looks so much darker. I got black. The first time I did it, even though it faded, I did brown, but the black is so much better. Like this isn't filled in. I just have eyebrow gel on it right now, but this is how it looks. And I have to go back in a little less than 2 weeks just to get them touched up, because anywhere the ink didn't really take, you're supposed to fill it back in. So I'm thinking I might want to go back more in this area, because if you look over here, it's really nice and sleek and filled in, but this one is a little higher. Like this is perfect, but I just want this to kind of like look like the other one. But it's crazy the difference. Like even when I wake up in the morning, or like after I'm washing my makeup off and I look at my brows, I'm like, my face kind of looks done. Okay. So if you want to get your brows microbladed, I definitely would check out Vanessa. She's really bomb. Like she's not gonna have you looking crazy. She's just amazing. Like I'm more than happy. And usually I don't like doing stuff like this because I'm so nervous that people will mess up, but she did a really, really great job. So make sure you check the description box because I'm gonna put all of her info.